Gossip and reactions movies take difficulty to stomach. Rich young Americans are ditching the dream of home ownership as mortgage rates and housing costs hit no high. Here's why more of them are choosing to rent. Home prices have become so prohibitive in the US that even rich young Americans are ditching the dream of ownership. For now, the average monthly mortgage payment on a new home is now 52% higher than the average apartment rent, according to a report from the Wall Street Journal, WSJ, based on the data from real estate firm CBRE. Let's see. A natural way to diversify, Janet Yellen now says Americans should expect a decline in the USD as the world's reserve currency. 3 ways you can prepare. Has nothing to do with the story. Sorry about that. Look at any major city. Look at the staggering minimum wage. Look at the housing costs going up and also rent going up. It's not easy to live anywhere right now. Tori Donald told Money Rise, the founder of the financial education platform. Her first $100,000 and high earning renter is based in Seattle, where the median home price was a cool $829,000 in September, according to a Realtor.com data. She says it's difficult to stomach spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on so little house. Here's why the number of rich young Americans renters is growing. Is it cheaper to rent? Climbing mortgage rates are blocking young Americans from getting on the housing ladder. In October, the average rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage hit 8% for the first time in nearly 2 decades. On top of those extortionate borrowing costs, house prices are so high today that prospective buyers need an annual income of almost $115,000 to just afford a median price U.S. home that is almost $40,000 more than what the typical household earns. The WSJ worked out that someone taking out a new 30-year mortgage on a $430,000 home with a 10% down payment would have to pay $3,200 every month, a shocking 60% more than if they are bought the exact same house 3 years ago. Apartment rent have only gone up 22% over the same period. The nationwide median rent currently sits at $1,353 per month, according to November rental market data from Apartment List. On average, apartments across the country are slightly cheaper now than they were 1 year ago, but the median rent is still around $250 per month more expensive than it was just 3 years ago. It's just really challenging to figure out what to do when you have somebody who's telling you, oh, you need to buy, but at the same time, you're like, I don't know how I could possibly be able to do that, says Dumlin. These dynamics are posing serious financial challenges for young Americans, even for those who technically earn enough money to buy their first home. Again, guys, you have always heard, if you rent, you're throwing your money away. It's best to buy. It's best to buy. But in this market right now, is it best to buy or just rent and wait to see if things go down? You know, we don't want the same thing that happened in 2008 happen again or repeat itself when the market crashed. But it's so bad now. It's like, oh my God, what can we do? The rent goes up. If you try to buy a house, you know, minimum wage people cannot afford that anymore. So I don't know what's going to happen. If the rich are complaining, imagine the middle class. Imagine the people that are living paycheck to paycheck. Again, subscribe and let me know how you feel. You think renting is better right now than buying a house? Let me know. Subscribe. Bye.